Hello, you guys. I hope you are doing well and in high spirits. I do not yet know what this is. I was flexing between, or fluxing rather, swimming between a meditation, between a channeling, between just talking. There's a storm tonight. And there's a lot of activity with this storm. There's a lot of energy, as we've been discussing and the world is aware of, in the air these days that feels truer. That's a good way to describe it. It feels like something truer, something more close to home. Whatever that might be and whatever form that might take or whatever context that might come through in, it definitely feels like something significant and like something that I wouldn't have fathomed months ago. I would have thought maybe the energy would be more negative of all of these changes, and yet standing on the brink of them, they actually feel optimistic in nature, at their root, at their heart. They feel global and universal, so they feel big and yet internal all at once. And I feel ready. I don't know if anybody can relate, but there's a feeling of being ready that I wouldn't have had before, or didn't think I would have had at this moment. You know those little voices in our mind that are like, hey, it's possible that the best case scenario does exist and can come to fruition, but we actually really don't acknowledge that little voice or even allow it through. And it's always kind of there, but we just don't really listen to it. I've noticed that sometimes, especially these last years in life, it seems like this little voice is actually the voice that is right. And these kind of best case scenarios in a way, or these very positive, kind of positive outcomes happen, even in the midst of a bunch of stuff that happens that, doesn't feel positive and is very hard. There's actually these really good things that end up coming through. And instead of all of our worst fears coming to pass, it's like the little voice of hope, of this can be hopeful or this can work out, is actually what is starting to come to fruition and coming to pass here. It's kind of the best case scenario feeling that it's possible. So I am thinking to move this into some kind of a meditation. I was feeling like for the meditation it would be very nice to focus on connecting ourselves, plugging ourselves into our online, to our network, to our higher self, if you call it that, to our inner knowing, to our guides, just getting us connected to that knowing, which we're already always connected, but I'm really thinking and seeing more of our awareness, connecting that awareness in. I'm also feeling tightness with the throat chakra, so maybe bringing some healing into this area, doing some visualizations. It's before bedtime for me here, so I'm feeling more of a calm energy around this meditation as well. And maybe also a calm sort of activation could come with this. So there's something also very significant coming through about the water within us, the water in our bodies, the water, the knowledge that it holds, the memory it holds, the way it moves, the way it is, the way it acts, the way that water is fluid, the emotions, There's also something about needing to cry or to release these emotions or to talk about these emotional things with each other or get them out somehow so that we can see. Sometimes we can't see because we're buried down in the emotions, and the fears are just a reflection of the things we've pushed away and disconnected from. This seems to happen a lot. It reminds me of when a bug is in the house and somebody is like screaming at this little bug running around, which I'm guilty of that. That happens sometimes. It just catches you off guard. But would it be this way if we were, living in the woods outside? Probably not, depending on the bug. I'm sure there are some, but it's almost like the fear comes from being so disconnected that it becomes this foreign invader. Wow, the throat chakra is very tight. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes here, roll my shoulders a bit. If you want to do this with me, you can. If you just want to sit here and listen and receive this, you can as well. This may become more of a, like I said, energy activation, energy connecting you online here, helping to, strengthen that connection, and kind of a bit of an energy healing as well. So meditating along with us, of course, it's going to give you your own experience. It's going to make it more impactful, more powerful. It's going to be helpful, but it is not necessary. We do have the rain in the background. No music though. Just rolling my shoulders here, rolling them back, closing my eyes, hands on my knees at the moment with my legs crossed, and then changing the direction of how I'm rolling my shoulders forwards now. And if it's comfortable for you, I'll just explain what I'm doing. I am just stretching my head side to side, stretching my neck side to side rather. So head to the right, head to the left. Nice, stretching out the shoulders, stretching out the neck. All right, just taking some deep breaths, focusing in on your energy here. A lot of focus on the throat chakra here. Got a nice visual of your astral bodies. See one woman out front specifically, but there are many of you. One woman out front, dark hair, dark curly hair, curly-ish hair, kind of longer, like past the shoulders. I'm seeing on everybody these sort of blue tubes from the throat to the mouth. They're calling this transmuting. So there's some kind of transmuting here between how you vocalize, the way that you vocalize. All right. I'm connecting to you guys here, and we are just going to really submerge ourselves in this beautiful blue. I really see this beautiful, almost iridescent blue of the butterfly. This hue surrounding, as well as some golden energy. Golden energy is so nice for healing. I'm just breathing through my nose here, out the mouth. Having a nice visual now of a leaf with raindrops just very slowly, calmly, gently rolling off of this leaf. There's a message with this visual, which is the heart can handle it. The heart can take it and still be as one. It can take your truth, it can take your emotion. Like that leaf rolls off of it with love, care, and tenderness. It can support you. It can hold what you feel. It can hold what you go through. Connecting into the solar plexus chakra here a bit. It's nice, beautiful yellow energy, golden hues. Got a nice triad going on between the solar, the heart, and the throat chakra here today, tonight, wherever you might be. Got another visual going on here, forest energy. I'm seeing almost like an ancient 4D type of fae, almost like elven energy coming through the trees here. Feels like a lot is waking up right now and coming forth for something pretty significant, pretty big. It does feel more solid. There can be more of an awareness of this four-dimensional realm as well, or the realm that is more hidden, that used to be out, and now we don't interact, see as much. Starting to feel a presence with us here. Everything suddenly is very lucid. And I think this is a good sign. As we've set the intention to connect online here, the awareness is connecting. It's becoming much more lucid. Whatever visions come for you, let them. Try not to judge them. Try to just watch them, let them pass. Observe. If no visions come for you, totally fine. Maybe you focus more on what you hear or on your breathing. If there's a spot in your body that feels tense, if you notice tension even in this state of meditation, it can be a good idea to breathe into that spot. For me, I notice a bit of a sore energy or a strain in my lower back, so I'm going to breathe into this area. Let it kind of fill up like a cup, and then release that tension. I'm going to breathe safety into this area because this area is associated to foundations and security, safety, and out. If you don't know what an area is associated to or what color is connected to it, you can always ask your guides mentally in this space or out loud to help show you how to ease that area. Ask to be assisted to receive healing in that area. This is a great space and a great moment to do that. And if you're not meditating with us and you are just listening, if you're just here, that's also totally fine. It's totally okay. You will still receive many, many benefits from this. Just clicking on this, just opening this, just connecting it all is very activating. It's you choosing that, it's you opening to that, it's you matching that frequency, that vibration, which is very healing and very opening already, connects you already. Some things happen very quickly. I do also feel this space raising the vibration. Definitely raising the vibration here. It feels very nice. Hope you can feel it too. Wherever you're at, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're communicating, if you're still in a healing process with your guides right now, whatever you are doing, that is perfect. That is just as it should be. That's just right. seem to pick up on some kind of a frog energy, and like a frog creature. It's in the woods. It's like a wood, like an alien that lives in the woods, is part of the woods, that we would perceive in a certain way, but they actually are not. They almost look like a highly detailed, softened painting, very rich colors. I notice now my body begins to rock as well, back and forth. This happens in meditation often. Sometimes it's extreme. What I've heard is that it has to do with the energy flow, like things getting unblocked and the energy flowing. So if anybody else feels that, I would love to know. This doesn't really feel like a guided meditation. It feels more like a group energy session. Not sure how to label this, but I hope that it is connected and appreciative, something that you can enjoy, that can make you feel good, uplifted, tuned in. You each have your guides with you, by the way. We always all do, but each of you has one in particular. Some of you have bird energy. I also see somebody with a purple kind of garb, purple cloak, purple energy. Maybe you're able to identify what one matches for you. I feel like somebody has a grandmother with a yellow hat, yellow shirt, pastel. Looks a lot like my grandma's mom. Similar. Be Stubby. Somebody's connected to the stork as well. That can be part of a guidance system for you. Someone here has a guide that looks like the letter D with arms and legs and a smile like a cartoon. And remember, these are one of many guides, but for some reason they're here today, working with you on these things. So we're just elevating the energy in the room now, pulling it up a bit here, a nice mix of blue and yellow. Try to stay centered if you can, no matter what's going on around. It's all good. It's about what's going on inside, not outside as much right now, especially. Although it is very helpful to tune in and observe inside and externally. See, that little frog agrees if you can hear him or them. Whatever way the wind blows. I'm seeing a little baby hamster or baby mouse for some reason as well. Somebody has them in little cage or terrarium. Seeing somebody with a lot of hair as well, blue headband, Somebody's connected to waitresses and their family as well here, going back quite a far ways. This is actually some kind of an unassuming skill. Alright, we're going to tune back in now to the nature around a bit. Connect it to the nature within. Angel energy is here to assist us, always keeping us in a nice safe zone, nice zone of healing. Alright, just doing some visual work there, hearing some messages as well, but holding them for now. I think we will begin to close out, you guys. I do feel like the energy of disclosure is here. I've been focusing on that a bit these days, but it does feel like that energetically too, whatever that may mean. I get this message and this feeling. These other energies have always been here from the beginning of time, and they will always continue to be so. For millennium, they have sat by us and watched us as we struggle to educate even the rarest of our kind. Every step of the way, they try to help fight our battles for us in a way. But they can only do so when we decide enough is enough. That asking for and receiving help is not just a choice, but a right. We understand this. Anyone has a right to request help at any moment, and it shall be given at no price to pay. Help is your divine birthright, and it comes in all forms, many forms. But we are here to help you, assist you, and guide you. And essentially, or we are a part of you essentially. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring the hands together. Take a deep breath. Thank you to the energies and helpers and healers. Thank you for receiving this and being here. Those of you who are still here, especially, hung out this whole time. Hopefully that was interesting, if nothing else, for you and felt good. It's kind of like a mixture of like channeling and meditating and just connecting, but definitely connecting with you guys and you guys receiving the connections as well. So that's super cool. I really love that. Hopefully we can do this again sometime. I will see you soon. Take care as always. Much love, all the wellness to you. Please take care of yourself. Be self-nourishing at this time, conscious of how you're treating yourself or where and when you can. Same applies for me. I say that to myself as well. Thank you. All the gratitude, you guys. I feel tempted to say namaste. All right. Much love. Be well. Talk soon.